Hi everybody, Ali Akbarian from Mobility Engineering, your resident road safety expert, back again for another Q&A. Thank you very much for sending in the questions. We love getting your questions. Please keep them coming in. We love them and we'll keep bringing these videos, I promise. And also, as we have always said, hit that subscribe button that looks a bit like my pillow over here. It's down there somewhere. Please hit that button. We would love your support to get to 1,000 subscribers. We got to 100. Now the next goal is 1,000. And after that, let's see where we can go. But let's get to 1,000 and go from there. That was always our original goal that we've been talking about. So, now that we're all subscribed and we've hit that button, let's get into today's question. Today's question comes in from another one of our OTs. This one is a very common person that we deal with a lot. So thank you very much for sending in your questions. And it's a follow-up question to our conference. It's regarding using child safety H harnesses for disability use. Now, basically, in our conference, which was an amazing conference, and we'll put a link to our showreel video on that down below because it was an awesome little conference. What we had was KidSafe Queensland come and do a talk on modifying restraints and using behavioural harnesses and different harnesses. Now, what they did, the question here is around that talk. So following up from that talk, this OT asked that the Queensland KidSafe talked about converting lap sash seatbelts to lap only and then using the H harness with a booster seat for children with a physical disability, and the reasoning being that you can use the buckle anti-submarining strap, and also this should help with the belt rising up too high and the child being in that position. So that's pretty good for a child that is post 4 years old and can't fit in the standard baby seat that can be modified. And basically, what is your thoughts and recommendations on this? We know that you've in the past recommended against using a child safety H harness. So this is correct, and I want to clarify this. So our standard advice is always, do not use a child safety H harness unless, and there is always an unless, all right? Don't use it unless you know what you're doing and you're using it for the purpose that it is supposed to be used for. So I've always said the reason why we don't recommend the child safety H harness is because out there has been statistical studies that have done it, and I've actually looked at them myself and actually gone and done inspections myself, and 100% of the people that have been ever studied that are using the harnesses fit them incorrectly. So that's told me that there's not a problem with the user. It's not you guys that are doing them wrong. It is the harness that's difficult to use, and so difficult to use that nobody can do it right. So rather than focusing on something, and as I've said before, it's a 1970s piece of technology. So rather than focusing on something that's from the 1970s, why not let's look at something more modern? Now, KidSafe Queensland is a specialist in harnesses. Not only do they do these harnesses, they do disability, mobility harnesses, they do postural harnesses, they do behavioural harnesses. These guys know harnesses inside and out. So if they were to put it in, I would have 100% faith that they have gone through every single step that they need to in order to use that last. Because I know them, and I know that they try to use the modified child restraints and certain child restraints and all of those things, and if they don't work, then they'll go to the harness and they know how to set them up, and they work with their clients to train them, and KidSafe are trainers, and they actually assess the clients on making sure that they're using them properly, because the harness, once it goes home, the parents need to be able to set it up as well. So it is okay to use. I've never said it's illegal. It's okay to use, but you need to be 100,000,000% sure that you know what you're doing, you're fitting it right, and your clients are also going to replicate that and fit it correctly at home. And we haven't had this satisfaction really anywhere other than dealing with KidSafe Queensland, and that's because they've got a team there that specialises in this, and they do that every day, all in and out, and that's why they were talking at our conference as well, because I'm very confident they are literally the only company in Australia that is a specialist in those harnesses. So that's why we invited them to talk at our conference, and I'm glad that there was a follow-up question and it got people thinking, because we want more people to be like KidSafe. We want more people to look at all options for harnesses and be specialising in understanding what people need. So yeah, it is possible, it's legal, as long as it's done properly, as per its, as per the regulations, as per the instructions, as per the laws, and also that it's all fitted properly and the parents can replicate that at home. And as I said, KidSafe are fantastic at doing that. I'll put a link to them below as well, just to share the love. And yeah, thanks very much to the OT for the questions. Thank you very much for all of your questions, and please keep them coming through. And as we always say, please hit that subscribe button that's somewhere down there. We'd love your support to get to 1,000 subscribers. And have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much.